Hey, I went to go watch Pokemon I Choose You, and I did a donation goal on like actually getting a ticket for that, and I reached a donation goal for that. So I kind of want to do a video on it. So I'm gonna just do it, thoughts and opinions. And look at that, repping the Charizard shirt. I got the card that they gave me. I'm gonna do like little thoughts on it, cause this movie is literally only for fans. Like for critics, that you can see right now, it is getting bombed, garbage, straight trash. But as a fan watching it, it was nostalgic and it was a fun thing to watch. So like, I just want to give my opinion on it as a fan, and not just a Gen 1er. I'm like an actual Pokemon fan. So here is my thoughts and opinions on this movie, which is pretty good actually. Before we start anything, I got 3 Pokemon cards because this was technically the ticket to get in, and they gave it to us. And then Irving got like 20 of them. I'm pretty sure there's like a picture on Twitter. I got like my trusty laptop that I do stuff with right here. And I took one from Irving, and then as I'm leaving the theater, I got another one. Because they just didn't care, really, so why not? So I might give one away. I might keep one just in the plastic, because, I don't know, why not? And, yeah. So, here's the Pikachu card. Let me get close, show you everything. It's got the move I Choose You, so, like, you know, if you try to, like, play this in actual TCG, you could be like, I choose you, Ash's Pikachu. Use I Choose You. It doesn't make sense, but it's not even a good, like, it's an alright thing. And the other thing, it's Thunderbolt, which does 100 damage, but it's not good because you have to discard all the energy cards regardless, unless you have like a I forgot what it was called. I know it's called Burning Energy for the fire, but I don't know. Let's just open it now. I've been like holding off on opening this as well because like I kind of actually wanted to open this first time reaction like on camera. So let me throw this plastic to the side. So I'm not showing you this card. Actually, I'll just close the QR code. So scan the QR code to unlock a special in-game event for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and they put an event for like I don't understand how they put an event already for if you watch the movie for a game that hasn't even came out yet. I mean, it came out, but like it's kind of like not out. You know what I mean? It got street release date. The CIA is out there. Ugh. Whatever. Well, next card that they give you is oh, it's just it's an ad. It's literally just an ad for their Pokemon Center website. So you got the Ash's Pikachu plush right there. Look at that right there. And then on the other side, it's got Mimikyu, a Snorlax hat, and like a Litten, I think. Yeah, that's Litten. I don't understand. It's not necessary. It really isn't. And here's the card itself. It's real, you know how it really is. Thunderbolt, blah blah blah. That's it. Now let's get to my opinions on this. I've been standing up a lot. Alright, I have my trusty little laptop, which is literally, if you've seen my streams, you can see how garbage the stream quality is. It's because I have this laptop. It's alright. It's pretty okay. I like it. Also, if you hear stuff in the background, that's my dogs playing with each other. Shout out to Biggie and Pepper. As a fan, I like the movie. I'm going to say this again. But I know the critics hate it. And I can understand why the critics hate it. Because the movie, when I'm looking at it as a critic point of view, is garbage. It's really bad. But it's felt nostalgic for me. Because the entirety of like the first part until you get to the river. Because in the movie, Misty and Brock are not in the movie at all. This is an alternate universe. Misty and Brock. Ash just like, you just a gym leader. Let me beat your ass. Easy. Done. So basically, Ash came out of nowhere. It was like, it's the same thing going up to the river part. The river part where, you know, he's trying to run away from Spearows and stuff. And where he meets Misty. It's the same thing, basically. And he got to say like, oh, he picked Squirtle first in the thing. I don't remember if that's like the same thing as in the anime, but he picked Squirtle first, and then he picked Bulbasaur, and then he picked Charmander, and that's when he was like, oh, well, I gotta go with Pikachu. And I don't know about like if I have to rewatch the anime or something, but like I didn't feel the emotion as much in like the movie that I did in the anime. I guess since it felt a little bit more rushed since they were on a time thing, but it was still nice to see that all happen again. Also, the Johto legendaries are super important in this movie. Mewtwo and Mew do not show up, and Articuno and like those three birds, they're not there. They're just not there. And this movie is really based off Ho-Oh with its rainbow wing and stuff. And like they go to the Pokemon Center, and that's when they start hearing stuff about like Entei and stuff. Like this is where it went completely out of the loop. Like it was just like, oh, you survived the Spearow attack because Pikachu did a big attack. Boom! Thunderbolt! Boom! Like that's it. Like all the Spearow's gone, but Pikachu's basically almost dead. Seeing the new characters for the first time, they were pretty cool. The two trainers that Ash goes on with his journey is their names Sorrel and Verity. Sorrel and Verity. Verity has a Piplup. Sorrel has a Lucario. When I first saw this, I was kind of surprised because I thought this was just going to be a Gen 1er type movie. And I didn't know that there was going to be like... I thought there was going to be some Johto and stuff in there. But no, they gotta bring out the Sinnoh all up. So, you would think that this Lucario is a beast and a monster throughout the entire movie. But he's garbage. All he does is like this little Kamea wave. But it really wasn't a Kamea wave. It was just a random Aura Spear to the Entei that they saw. So... basically, they all met up at a Pokemon Center. Stupid Ash started to pick a fight with Verity's Piplup. And they didn't get to finish their battle because they heard Entei's out there. Oh, Entei! Whoa! Like, Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. I didn't know how people called it, but apparently people called it Raikou. I call it Raikou. But this is Raikou. And Raikou wasn't even in the movie for too long. So that was a nice surprise there, and like it's not just a whole Gen 1er movie. They have Sorrel has a like little stupid battle with the Entei, but his Lucario just gets completely washed, and so does the Piplup. It just almost basically dies, and Entei is like, you know what, Pikachu, you ain't worth anything, so I'm gonna just run away. I don't know. Basically, I was just explaining the plot there, and it was pretty dumb, basically. They have, like, this little very weird sequence where they're, like, trying to get out of an Onix, and it went on for, like, 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know, it probably was shorter than that, but it felt like that. It felt like a really long sequence, because they fell off a cliff or something, and then they went on to this Onix that was, like, just chilling. And they, like, started running away from it, they were riding it. It just didn't make sense, but... also probably a reason why the critics didn't like the movie, because there was a lot of weird filler that they had in there. Also, Team Rocket was there. Team Rocket was there for whatever reason. Oh yeah, Ash. He only has 2 Pokemon at this point. The only 2 Pokemon that he has is Pikachu and Caterpie. And then Caterpie randomly evolves into a Metapod. That's just random. Then there was this like weird scene like that they were just chilling in a cave. I guess they just had a lot of filler time, but at the same time it felt like it wasn't supposed to be filler, but it was supposed to be serious. It just didn't feel serious enough, I guess you could say, for me. Like, they were sleeping in a cave because they found a Charmander. That's when the Charmander episodes start coming in, except that it's kind of a different story. This guy named Cross comes out of nowhere. He's Cross. He has a Lycanroc on his side. They helped out the Charmander. It's pretty cool. It was a pretty fun, nice scene. It was another nostalgia trip. So while they're in the cave trying to nurse the Charmander and stuff, out of the blue, biggest I don't even know kind of thing was Marshadow coming out of nowhere. Marshadow is in the movie, which is really weird to me because I wasn't expecting a Gen 7 Pokemon to come out of nowhere. Because, like, I don't know. It just didn't feel right for Marshadow, but Marshadow is a really important part of the movie. And seeing that he was an important part was pretty nice because, like, I heard that his movie was kind of garbage. Wait, did he have a movie? I don't know. I don't even remember. I haven't been keeping track of Pokemon, the anime, for a while. Especially since Sun and Moon. Ugh. I couldn't not. Sun and Moon was kind of disappointing. I'm sorry if you're a Sun and Moon fan. So, Caterpie evolves in Metapod and goes to Butterfree. They have the little Butterfree time. And, like, the bye-bye Butterfree really wasn't as sad as I thought it would be. It was kind of long, actually. It was kind of weird. The people next to me, which was the New York squad, we have a group picture, or group GIF, or GIF, or whatever, on Twitter. And it was just, that was the squad I was with. They were all, like, getting sad. And I was like, I guess this is sad? But, like, it didn't feel as sad as in the anime. Oh, yeah, randomly, Charmander evolves into Charmeleon. And throughout the course of that, he has the battle with Cross. This little edgy dude comes out. He's like, hey, I got you your little Charmander's a Charmeleon now? It's garbage. Get out of here with that. So basically, he has a fight again. So basically, he has a fight with Cross. Charmeleon versus an Incineroar. Charmeleon starts beating the shit out of the Incineroar and apparently has an ability to, like, if it's low on HP, then it starts to do better damage, which is some masochist type shit. I didn't know that. I forgot. And Charmeleon basically gets his ass beat by the Incineroar. Ash, oh my god, you remember those, like, fan arts that people used to make of, like, edgy, like, Nintendo characters and stuff? Ash was super edgy. He went super grief mode. Like, he was sad. He was like, damn, Charmeleon, I really didn't want to lose that battle. He runs away, because the Rainbow Wing, if you turn evil, then the Rainbow Wing, like, just gets destroyed or something. Yo, that Rainbow Wing, when Ash started turning edgy, he turned edgy on his Pikachu. The Pikachu that he had. He was like, Pikachu, man, I should have used you, man. Everybody was like, damn, Ash, you're not supposed to be like that. I should have used Pikachu would have won that battle against that Incineroar. I'm like, oh, Ash, what are you doing, you angsty teenager? Even though you're only 10. What are you? Oh no. And then basically the Pikachu runs off with him. He runs into a forest because, you know, kids just love running into forests by themselves. Leaves his friends behind, Verity and Sorrel. They're just gone at this point. Pikachu walks up, like, hey. He has an argument with Pikachu or something, and then he runs away from the Pikachu. It was pretty dumb, really. Like, the edgy part of Ash was so, like, it was dumb, but it was funny, but at the same time, it was like, I guess it's important, but, yo, I was not expecting the most weirdest thing to come out of a Pokemon movie. Ash, basically, I forgot what happened to him, but he got knocked out. Or no, he probably just, like, went to sleep or something. He went to sleep, and his dream, when he had this little evil, because Marshadow, he was, like, the keeper of, like, evil. You cannot be evil and try to get Ho-Oh. I hope you know that. So, Marshadow, he killed the Rainbow Wing. The Rainbow Wing is on the floor. It is broken. And Ash has a nightmare. And the nightmare consists of him going through normal life. Like, going to school. Like how you were as a child. He was going through that. And he was like, huh. Our friend is coming too when talking to Sorrel and Verity. He was talking, like, and it was like, oh, it was so depressing, okay? I'm stuttering because it was just like, I was not expecting them to bring out real life in a nightmare. So people in the Pokemon world, if Pokemon didn't exist, then they would have basically our lives. And they think that that's a garbage life. They literally said, man, a world without Pokemon would really suck. Like, and then everybody in the crowd was like, wow, because, wow. they're talking about Pokemon. They're talking about us. And then Pikachu, he was trying to look for a Pikachu in the nightmare. He ended up like running through a field or something. It was a weird nightmare actually. I don't understand it. I was just like, hey, that was a little deep, but Pikachu ends up finding him on the ground. Rainbow Wing gets restored because he was like, I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass. Please forgive me. He was pretty nice. He started to be like regular Ash again. Oh yeah, Verity, after that happened, they all became friends again. Verity saw Suicune randomly, and then it was, I don't know why, but that happened. That was a little part that Suicune was in. And then they go up the mountain because it was like, oh, the end of the rainbow was where the Rainbow Wing works! And Mr. Know-It-All, Sorrel, like, was like, hey, you should come with me because I know everything and I got the knowledge of Rainbow Wing. We gotta go over there. He's like, yeah, we already knew that. Regardless, Rainbow Wing, they went over to the mountain. It was like at a mountain peak or something. They see Raikou randomly. Raikou. I still hate that pronunciation. They see that Pokemon randomly, and I'm just like, hey, okay, oh, I don't know. So they go up, they find Cross again, and after the whole Butterfree situation, and they fight Cross. Charmeleon versus Incineroar, and Charmeleon evolves into Charizard. It was a cool moment. It was like, yeah, whoa. Charizard comes out, beats Incineroar's ass, easy peasy, because he wanted the Rainbow Wing, and like also they randomly in the I didn't even care about this part. I was like, oh hey, so Sorrel was reading the books that were like talking about Ho and stuff, and they met the creator of the book. He was like, yeah, my name's Bonji, and when I thought Bonji, I was like, Bonsai Buddy? Like, I kept the, like, I was like, I didn't really care about the character, but he was pretty cool, I guess. He was, like, on the sides, I guess. They went up the mountain, they fought Cross gets his ass beat, and then Cross gets salty and steals a Rainbow Wing, and then it turns into evil Rainbow Wing, puts it on there, he touches a stone that has to summon Ho-Oh, and then Marshadow comes out of nowhere. So, Marshadow, this is a weird part, Marshadow comes, and then he controls every single Pokemon in the area. And then all the Pokemon like start fighting each other. Like the Lycanroc that was with Cross the entire time ended up turning heel on him because why not? It doesn't matter honestly. All the Pokemon that was on the sideline, they started fighting, and oh my god, it was a really aggressive battle. Cross ends up getting back with his Lycanroc. He was like, yo, chill out. You remember me? You bit me like this. Right now, how you're biting me? You bit me when I first met you. And I was like, hey, alright. That was pretty cool. You're cool. He gets into the Lycanroc's mind and turns him back into a regular Pokemon. By the way, around this point, Ash only has 2 Pokemon. He has a Pikachu and a Charizard. And to me, it was like bizarre because it was like around the end of the movie when Ho-Oh was supposed to come out. But like, they're getting their ass beat because Marshadow is controlling Pokemon. Then they had this really cool fight. There was a little sequence of Marshadow versus Pikachu. Pikachu ends up getting his ass beat. Straight up, he was like, use Iron Tail! Boom! Bye! And it was just like, it's like, that was inevitable, dude. You can't use an Iron Tail on a legendary Pokemon. Like, especially Marshadow. Like, you're kind of destined to lose that. Like, that was really bad, you know, kind of, you know, but they end up getting destroyed together. Ash and Pikachu are just, like, chilling on the floor, and then, like, Ash is legit almost dead, and he was like, he did his little thing, he was like, please, I'm Ash Ketchum, I'm gonna be Pokemon Master, and he did this little thing, and, like, that he did in the beginning of the movie to, like, save his Pikachu from the Spearow, and it was a really emotional moment. Straight up, he was like, Pikachu, get in the ball! So Ash gets blasted, and Pikachu gets blasted too, and he's like, please, get in the ball! Pikachu still doesn't want to get in the ball, and then, you know what happens? You know what happens? Before they all die, because there was a bunch of Pokemon just charging up their attacks, Pikachu speaks. Pikachu legit talks. He was like, the reason I don't want to get in ball It's because it would spend less time with you. I'm like, damn, that was deep. A lot of people called this cringeworthy. I did not think it was cringeworthy at all, because everybody in the crowd was like, what? Wait, what? They were going crazy. If I had footage of during that moment, I would show it to you, but I don't. And everybody was going crazy in that theater. That silent ass theater for the entire, basically the movie. They went all crazy because Pikachu spoke English. He was speaking our language, humans. And then Pikachu ends up getting in the ball. Ash dies, literally dies. You can see his JoJo spirit, his Stan spirit go drifting away. He's dead. He legitimately dies. You can see his ghost. Pikachu gets out of the ball after he realizes that Ash just died. He straight up, he doesn't turn into stone or anything like that. He was gone. You could literally just see his spirit just floating away because he got evaporated. It was depressing. It was just like, Pikachu just spoke and Ash just died. What? Like, that was the biggest twist in the movie, and it was just so weird seeing Ash legitimately die and Pikachu talk at two big things that like happened at the same exact time. It was pretty depressing too, but then they followed back up. I don't know, Ash pulled his like I honestly, I kind of got mad because I thought Ash was going to stay dead, but like I don't know how he came back to life. He was like running through a field or something, the same field that was from earlier. And then he was like, "Hi, Pikachu, I'm back alive again." I still don't know how he's still alive, but he basically died. Like, he was evaporated. Like, I can't show you anything. I don't think so, at least. But he was gone. By the way, literally on the Wikipedia page, it says, Ash once again has Pikachu get in the ball and the Pokemon savagely murder Ash in cold blood and turning him to pure energy. And the wing disintegrated. That is the Wikipedia page. If you ever thought that a Wikipedia page of Pokemon would say that Ash was murdered in cold blood and you could see his energy, that is... I don't think you would have ever thought to see that. So Ash brings another ass pull out of nowhere. He gets another wing, touches it on the stone. Marshall's like, you know what? Peace. Yeah, he already killed you once. He's gonna come back again. And then he touches the stone, fights Ho-Oh, gets his ass completely beaten. It was kind of disappointing, but he goes to Pokemon Center. It wasn't. He didn't even show the fight. It was just like, oh, we're in the Pokemon Center. It's like, oh, you guys just got back from a battle. Nurse Joy says. It's like, who did you guys fight this time? Ash is like, Ho-Oh, and he's like, Nurse Joy's like, okay. I'm like, everybody in the theater laughed because it was a pretty funny movie. It was a pretty funny scene. Cross ends up like leaving in good terms and stuff. It was like, hey, Cross, you know, you're pretty okay. And he was like, Ash, you know, you're pretty okay too. Verity and Sorrel end up leaving as well. I was like, okay, bye. Go back to Sinnoh. And you become Pokemon Professor. Okay. Peace. And then Ash and Pikachu do a little thing like, yeah, we're gonna pursue our dreams. Walking my master with only 2 Pokemon. Woo! That's really it. They ended the movie like really weirdly. Now I can see why the critics hate the movie. After thinking about it and reading the Wikipedia page, it's not that great. I mean, it was weird. As a fan, it was pretty fun though. I'm gonna just say that. But in the movie in general, it's kind of like eh. But it was fun. And at the end of the credit scene, they had to like get some cheers and stuff. They ended up like showing all of Ash's partners from Gen 1 to Gen 6. They didn't show the new people. They only showed to Gen 6, and it was like Misty, Brock. I forgot that guy from the photographer. I forgot his name. What else was there? You already know all the Ash partners. Max, May, Johto people. I don't know. At that point, I was just like, hey, cheap cheers. And also, they had one singular scene with Wobbuffet in it, and it was Team Rocket getting destroyed again. And I love the fact that they at least concluded Wobbuffet, because If you don't know already, Wobbuffet's kind of like my favorite Pokemon. Just saying. Just saying. Then he just showed Serena. Irving screamed out, Serena, best girl. And I was like, oh, that's Irving. And, yeah, that was basically the movie. It was alright. But, yeah, that's my thoughts. And I'm gonna, like, end this video and try to post it by tonight. So I'm gonna, like, it's, like, 7 o'clock. And it's November 9th. So I'm gonna go do that now. So, bye.